Hey, what's going on, guys? If you are a Christian, you cannot support the Pride movement. You'll probably notice, since it is a month of June, you're seeing all these advertisements for LBGT Pride, LBGTQ plus minus caret sign equal sign for on your social media, on your streaming sites, on just going about your day-to-day life. You'll see all these various advertisements telling you that you need to reaffirm this thinking. You need to reaffirm this ideology. Guys, I am here to tell you vehemently and confidently and boldly that that ideology is anti-God through and through, and it is against everything that God has set up. It is against everything that God stands for. My friends, it does not matter what hoops religious people who have the degree, a master's degree in divinity or theology say. It doesn't matter how they twist the scriptures. It doesn't matter if they try to say that the Genesis account is somehow mythological, so therefore God didn't make male and female because that was mythological. Because, friends, it doesn't matter what those people say. It means nothing. Just as Jesus said in one of the versions when he was talking about the scribes and the Pharisees, your approval means nothing to me. Okay, friends, we cannot support this movement. And furthermore, I would suggest that it is time for Christians to boldly speak out against this movement, because this movement and this ideology is absolutely targeting a specific audience. There's a research paper published in 2021 written by a drag queen and also another researcher, where they are, in this research paper, they are making the case that adolescent small children need to be educated on drag pedagogy or have a drag queen education curriculum. And within this research paper, they are trying to make that case. They are also trying to make the case that drag queens, and a drag queen is basically a man, a grown man, dressed like a provocative woman with a pound of makeup on, and cross-dressing. And they're also making the case that drag queens need to go into schools and read books to little children. It's called Drag Queen Story Hour. Look it up. It's a real thing. And within this research paper, they are making the case that those two things are beneficial and those two things are good for kids. In this research paper, they give a step-by-step on how this education curriculum needs to be implemented. They talk about reading each other into filth. They talk about kids doing imaginary exercise where they use their imagination, and they picture themselves being a drag queen, and they picture themselves acting like a drag queen. And they do that not just to get some support for LGBTQ. They say in the paper multiple times they are doing that because they want children to become queer. It says it in the paper. They want kids to have a worldview that is seeped in queerness, that is seeped in the LGBTQ ideology. Friends, we cannot support this movement. And I'm also here to tell you that we got to stop allowing the world to dictate how we speak out on these various things, okay? Because this movement is something that continues to take the world by storm. It continues to take hearts, minds, and souls, sweep them away from the Most High God, and listen to doctrine of demons, human ideologies that go against God and against his Messiah. Last parting word. Paul says in Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12, our battle is not against flesh and blood. It's against the rulers, against the authorities, against the spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. We face a spiritual battle. The principalities and powers, the fallen angels, the devil himself, They are seeking to deceive the masses. Don't give in to that deception. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verses 3 through 6 tell us that God gives his people, his children, those who have been baptized into him and are walking faithfully. He gives his children divine weapons to destroy strongholds and every lofty idea that raises itself against the knowledge of God. Thanks for listening, guys. I'm out. Peace.